This is Rock. We're going to look at the difference between and or functions. Let's say we've got, so if we have this list of fruits and their associated colors, let's say that we're going to make a judgment call here. Can apples be red? That would be true. Can apples be green? That's true. Can apples be blue? Let's say that's false. And raspberries can be green. Let's talk about, though, how to use the AND function here. For apples, we can say equals AND. I'm going to make this a little wider. And is that true? And is that true? And is that true? So what AND does is it looks to see if all the conditions, all the arguments are true. If they are all true, then it returns true. And in this case, it returns false because not all of these statements are true. Whereas if you did OR, you can look at, is this true, and is that true? What OR does is it asks the question, is any of these true? So if any of these conditions is true, then it's going to say true. So that's the difference between OR and AND. We can do it again here, and over here equals OR. So these are coming out true for OR because at least one of these is true. And that would be the case for all of these then, because at least one of these is true. And I'm going to copy this, paste it here, and modify it so that it is only looking at the orange ones. And that is true because both of these oranges are true. And then if I copy this and put it here, it's looking at both of these, and both of those are true. If I copy this and paste it here and modify it so that it's only looking at the first two, it is true because one of those is true. And then down here, at least one of those is true because both of those are true. And so we have a lot of truth going on here. Let's look at a situation where both are false. So blackberries are neither orange nor yellow. So if I copy this, put this here, that resolves as false. And then same here. And this is the first false we've had on the OR side because it's the first fruit for which we didn't give any color that was actually true. So those are very simple examples of AND OR. I like to use AND OR inside if statements that can get quite complex. There you go. That's AND OR. So next we're going to be talking about is blank, is even, and is odd. See you then.